This is part 4 of section 6.3. We want to solve this side-side-side triangle. So A is 5.3, B is 2.9, and C is 4.6, and I need to find all 3 angles. Remembering that they need to go in order, they need to match up in order, so from smallest to largest, these would be smallest to largest as well. B should be my smallest angle, C should be the next smallest, and then A should end up being the largest. Let's find angle A. And to do that, we get A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2 times B times C times cosine of angle A. And we get cosine of A is equal to 5.3 squared minus 2.9 squared minus 4.6 squared divided by a negative 2 times 2.9 times 4.6. And we get approximately this. So find inverse cosine of that. And we find that our A value is this. So A is approximately, we're supposed to round to the nearest tenth, so 86.8 degrees. And that was supposed to be our largest angle. So everything else needs to be smaller than that. And I'm going to put that in memory so I can use it to calculate using the exact answer later. Okay, now let's find angle B. So I would have 2.9 squared is equal to 5.3 squared plus 4.6 squared minus 2 times 5.3 times 4.6 times cosine of angle B. So cosine of B is 2.9 squared minus 5.3 squared minus 4.6 squared divided by negative 2 times 5.3 times 4.6. So we get that cosine of B is approximately this. So find inverse cosine of that answer. And we get this. We're supposed to round to the nearest tenth. So B is approximately 33.1 degrees. It's definitely smaller than this. C should be somewhere between these two. So I do 180 minus, that's angle B, minus angle A I put into memory. And so angle C should be this, which rounds to 60.1 degrees. And that's triangle solved. Okay, so now we've talked about how to solve the other 2 types of triangles. We do have an additional topic here. It's called Heron's angle area formula for SSS triangles. So we can find the area of any triangle if we know all 3 of its sides. Okay? The area they call K in this formula is equal to the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C, where S is the semi-perimeter. Semi means half, and perimeter is the distance all the way around. So half of the distance around. So let's find the area of the triangle with these sides. A is 50, B is 100, C is 130. And then we're going to round the answer to the nearest tenth. The first thing we need to do is to find S. S is going to equal 1/2 of, add these up, okay? And if you add these up and divide by 2, you get 140. So what we need to find, the area is the square root of, I'm going to put the bar in after I know how long it needs to be, S, so 140, times S minus A, so 140 minus 50, times S minus B, times S minus C. And we need to take the square root of all of that. So this ends up being the square root of 140 times 90 times 40 times 10. And we get that this is the square root of 504,000,040, so 5,040,000. And if we take the square root of that, we get this. We're supposed to round to the nearest tenth, so that means that would go up. So our answer is approximately 2,245.0. Okay. Now we're not told the unit here, but if, for example, we were told 50 inches, then our area would be in inches squared. Area is always in square units. So let's find the area of this triangle. A and B are both 100. C is 125. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to find S, and S is half of all of our sides added together. And you'll get that your A value is 162.5. I said A, I meant S. 162.5. Okay, so our area is equal to the square root of 162.5 times 162.5 minus A, which is 100, times 162.5 minus B, which is also 100, times 162.5 minus 125. Okay, and I'm just going to enter all of this into the calculator carefully. So square root of 162.5 times 162.5 minus 100 times 162.5 minus 100 times 162.5 minus 125. And I get approximately this. We're supposed to round to the nearest tenth. So the area of this triangle is approximately 4878.9. And this would be units squared if we were given units. Okay, now let's find the area of this triangle. So first, find S, which will be 1/2 of all of these added together. And if you add this up and divide by 2, you get that your S value is 11. So the area of this triangle is 11 times 11 minus A, which is 9.8, times 11 minus b, which is 5.7, times 11 minus c, which is 6.5. Carefully enter all of this. And I get that the area is approximately this, round to the nearest tenth. So the area is approximately 17.7 square units.